Welcome, dear friends, to a gentle journey through 160 magical creatures that have captivated our imaginations for centuries. From the mysterious beasts of ancient mythologies to the fantastical beings that grace the pages of modern stories, these creatures have enchanted us with their wonder and power. Tonight, we will explore these fascinating beings, their origins, their stories, and the magic they bring into our lives. Let the soft whispers of their histories and the shimmer of their enchantment guide you into a peaceful slumber. As you settle into this quiet space, take a deep breath, feel the tension ease from your body, and let your mind drift toward the soft embrace of sleep. And if you enjoy drifting through stories like this, you're welcome to subscribe and softly tell me where you're listening from tonight. Now, let us begin our journey into the world of magical creatures. Fact 1. In the ancient myths of Greece, there were creatures known as the chimeras, beasts of terrifying power and imagination. The chimera was a creature of multiple forms, often depicted with the head of a lion, the body of a goat, and the tail of a serpent. This blend of fierce, primal traits symbolized the untamed forces of nature. Thought to bring destruction, chimeras were often seen as omens of change, embodying the unpredictable forces of the wild world. They were a reminder that even in darkness, there exists a fragile beauty in the chaos of nature's power. Fact 2. The phoenix, a legendary bird that rises from its own ashes, is one of the most enduring symbols of renewal and immortality in mythology. Originating from ancient Egyptian beliefs, the phoenix is often described as a radiant creature with feathers of gold and red, whose cry is as beautiful as the sunrise. After living a long life, the phoenix would burst into flames, only to be reborn from the ashes it left behind. This creature embodies hope and the cycle of life, offering the promise that even in endings, there is always the potential for a fresh beginning. Fact 3. In the forests of Celtic mythology, fairies are ethereal beings who can be both mischievous and benevolent. These delicate creatures are often depicted as having gossamer wings that shimmer in the moonlight, their skin glowing with an otherworldly light. Fairies are believed to be the guardians of nature, weaving their magic into the elements of earth, water, and air. Some stories speak of fairies who lead travelers astray, while others tell of those who offer guidance and protection. Their realm exists on the edges of reality, reminding us of the hidden, magical forces that lie just beyond our vision. Fact 4. The Yeti, a creature of snowy peaks and swirling mists, is a legendary beast of the Himalayas. Often referred to as the abominable snowman, this large, ape-like creature is said to roam the frozen heights of Nepal, Tibet, and Bhutan. Descriptions vary, but the Yeti is generally portrayed as a towering figure covered in white fur, capable of blending seamlessly with the snowy landscapes. Though sightings are rare and mostly anecdotal, the Yeti has become an enduring symbol of mystery and the untamed wilderness, embodying both fear and fascination with the unknown. Fact 5. From the deep, dark forests of Japan comes the tengu, a bird-like creature that is both feared and respected. Often depicted with the body of a human and the face of a bird, the tengu is known as a guardian spirit, a trickster, and a warrior. According to legend, the tengu is highly skilled in martial arts and possesses supernatural abilities. While sometimes seen as protectors of sacred lands, they are also known for their mischief, leading travelers off the path or challenging them to duels. The Tengu teaches that balance lies not just in power, but in humility and respect for nature. Fact 6. In Norse mythology, the Jörmungandr, or world serpent, is a giant creature that encircles the earth, its massive body stretching across the oceans. Known as the arch nemesis of the thunder god Thor, Jörmungandr symbolizes the power of chaos and the inevitable end of all things. Legends tell of the serpent's struggle with Thor during Ragnarok, the end of the world. This creature is often seen as a reminder of the cyclical nature of life and death, of creation and destruction, and the delicate balance between order and chaos in the universe. Fact 7. The Kitsune, a fox spirit in Japanese folklore, is a magical being known for its cunning and beauty. In many stories, the Kitsune can transform into a woman, sometimes to seduce, sometimes to protect. The Kitsune is often seen as a symbol of love, intelligence, and loyalty. In some legends, the Kitsune serves as a guardian spirit, protecting homes and families, while in others, it plays the role of a trickster, teaching lessons through clever manipulation. Its shimmering coat and glowing eyes remind us of the fluidity between light and shadow, truth and illusion. Fact 8. In Greek mythology, the Minotaur is a fearsome creature with the body of a man and the head of a bull. Dwelling in the labyrinth of Crete, the Minotaur represents the power of instinct and the wild, untamed side of human nature. Trapped within the maze, the Minotaur becomes a symbol of the inner struggles we all face, fighting against our darker instincts, searching for a way out of the complex twists and turns of our own minds. The story of the Minotaur is a reminder that even the most fearsome creatures can be understood when we face our own inner darkness. Fact 9. The nymphs, enchanting spirits of nature, are often portrayed as beautiful young women who personify the natural elements of earth, water, and air. In Greek mythology, nymphs are associated with specific locations, forests, rivers, and mountains, and are considered protectors of those places. They are creatures of great beauty and grace, embodying the serene, timeless qualities of nature. The nymphs remind us of the deep connection between humanity and the natural world, and their gentle presence encourages a sense of peace and harmony with the earth beneath our feet. Fact 10. The Cheshire Cat, from the famous tales of Alice in Wonderland, is a whimsical and enigmatic creature known for its wide grin and mysterious behavior. This feline spirit has the uncanny ability to appear and disappear at will, leaving only its smile behind. In literature, the Cheshire Cat symbolizes the fluidity of reality, the playful nature of chaos, and the paradox of existence. Its presence is both comforting and unsettling, inviting us to question the very nature of our perception and the world we see. Fact 11. The unicorn is a majestic creature that has captured the hearts and imaginations of people for centuries. Often depicted as a horse with a single spiraling horn on its forehead, the unicorn is a symbol of purity, grace, and beauty. In medieval times, it was believed that only a virgin could tame a unicorn, adding to its association with innocence and virtue. The creature's rarity in myth made it a symbol of something unattainable, something that existed only in the realm of dreams and untold possibilities, teaching us to hold on to our highest ideals even when they seem out of reach. Fact 12. The basilisk is a serpent-like creature of immense danger and fear. In various legends, it is said to possess the deadly ability to kill with a mere glance or its venomous breath. This creature often appears in ancient texts and folklore, symbolizing the dangers of unchecked power and the destructive nature of fear. It is said that the basilisk's gaze could turn anyone who looked directly at it into stone. Despite its terror, the basilisk also teaches us about the importance of confronting our fears, for its very existence is a reminder of the need for bravery and resilience. Fact 13. In South American mythology, the El Cuelebre is a dragon like creature that dwells in the mountains and forests of Asturias. Often described as a serpent with immense power, this creature hoards treasure and commands the winds. According to legend, the Cuelebre is not evil, but rather a solitary creature that prefers the isolation of the mountains, only interacting with humans when disturbed. The Cuelebre symbolizes the balance of nature's raw power, untamed, ancient, and impossible to control, reminding us of the importance of respecting the creatures of the earth and the wild spaces they inhabit. Fact 14. The Selkie is a magical sea creature from Celtic folklore, a being that lives as a seal in the ocean but can shed its skin and become a human on land. The Selkie represents the deep connection between humans and the sea, as well as the longing for freedom and the consequences of losing it. In many tales, a Selkie is captured by a human, forced to stay on land, and separated from its ocean home. This bittersweet legend speaks of love, loss, and the fragile nature of both the human heart and the creatures that live in the wild waters. Fact 15. The griffin, a creature with the body of a lion and the head and wings of an eagle, is a powerful symbol of protection and royalty. It is a creature often associated with the guardianship of treasures and sacred places, its dual nature combining the king of beasts with the king of birds. In many ancient cultures, the griffon was revered as a protector of the divine, capable of soaring through the skies and watching over the earth below. The griffin teaches us the importance of balance, combining strength with wisdom to guard what is most precious to us. Fact 16. The Wendigo, a terrifying creature from Algonquian folklore, is said to be a malevolent spirit associated with winter, hunger, and the darkness of the forest. Often described as a gaunt, emaciated figure with glowing eyes and an insatiable hunger for human flesh, the Wendigo is a symbol of greed and selfishness. It is said that those who succumb to greed or hunger for more than they need risk becoming a Wendigo themselves. This creature serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers of excess and the importance of maintaining balance in both body and spirit. Facta 17. In Slavic folklore, the domovoi is a spirit that inhabits homes, serving as both protector and trickster. Often described as an old man with a long beard, the domovoi is believed to guard the household and bring prosperity to the family. However, if disrespected or angered, the domovoi could cause mischief or misfortune. The domovoi represents the spirits of the ancestors, living alongside us in our everyday lives, watching over us and guiding us. In its quiet way, it reminds us to care for our homes and honor the traditions that connect us to the past. Fact 18. The manticore is a creature of Persian origin, described as having the body of a lion, the tail of a scorpion, and the face of a man. This fearsome creature is often portrayed as a symbol of strength and terror, capable of devouring humans with its razor-sharp teeth. Legends say the manticore would shoot poisoned spines from its tail, making it an even more deadly adversary. However, despite its terrifying appearance, The manticore is a reminder that true strength lies not in physical power alone, but in the mastery over one's fears and the control of destructive impulses. Fact 19. The golem is a creature of Jewish folklore, created from clay or mud and brought to life through mystical rituals. Often portrayed as a silent, lumbering figure, the golem is typically summoned to protect a community or to carry out a specific task. However, once it is brought to life, the golem can become uncontrollable, symbolizing the unintended consequences of playing with forces beyond our understanding. The golem serves as a reminder of the importance of responsibility when wielding power and the need for wisdom in every action we take. Fact 20. The chupacabra, a creature whose name translates to goat sucker in Spanish, is a mysterious being said to drain the blood of livestock, especially goats. First reported in Puerto Rico, the chupacabra has become a legendary figure in Latin American folklore, often described as reptilian with spines along its back. The chupacabra represents the unknown fears that lurk in the darkness, feeding on the vulnerability of those who live in isolation. Despite its fearsome reputation, the chupacabra also symbolizes the need to confront our deepest anxieties, acknowledging that not all fears are as tangible as they seem. Fact 21. The thunderbird is a legendary creature found in the mythology of various Native American tribes, particularly among the indigenous peoples of the Pacific Northwest. Often depicted as a massive bird capable of creating thunder and lightning with the flap of its wings, the thunderbird represents the powerful forces of nature. Its wings are said to stretch across the sky, and when it flies, it causes storms. The thunderbird is a symbol of strength, protection, and transformation, reminding us that even the most tumultuous moments can hold the potential for renewal and change. Fact 22. In the legends of the Inuit people, the Kalapalik is a fearsome sea creature, half woman and half fish, that dwells beneath the icy waters. Often described as having long, sharp claws and greenish skin, the Kalapalik is said to lurk near the shore, waiting to snatch away children who venture too close to the water. Though a terrifying figure, the Kalapalik also serves as a reminder of the dangers of the sea and the importance of respecting nature's boundaries. This creature embodies the balance between fear and respect for the powerful forces that shape our world. Fact 23. The kappa, a creature of Japanese folklore, is a water demon often depicted as a humanoid figure with a turtle-like shell and a dish-like depression on its head, which holds water. This water-loving creature is said to inhabit rivers and ponds, and while it is known to be mischievous, it is also bound by a peculiar weakness. If a kappa's head loses its water, it becomes powerless. The kappa is a reminder of how creatures and beings, no matter how frightening or powerful, often carry their own vulnerabilities. In their pursuit of mischief, there lies a lesson in humility. Fact 24. The Nukalava, a terrifying creature from Orcadian mythology in Scotland, is a combination of horse and rider, but it is more horrific than any creature imagined. The Nukalavi has a human rider whose body is fused with a terrifying horse-like creature, its skinless body revealing raw muscle and veins. It is a harbinger of destruction, bringing plague and ruin to the lands it crosses. Though it is one of the most frightening creatures in Scottish folklore, the Nukalavi also represents the destructive potential of unchecked rage and vengeance, urging us to seek peace and control over our darker impulses. Fact 25. In the mythologies of various cultures, the dragon is one of the most enduring and awe inspiring creatures. While often portrayed as a terrifying fire breathing beast, dragons also symbolize wisdom, power, and protection. In Chinese mythology, the dragon is a benevolent creature representing good fortune and imperial power. In Western traditions, dragons are often depicted as adversaries to be slain, but they are also guardians of treasure and ancient knowledge. The dragon embodies both destruction and creation, reminding us of the delicate balance between the forces of chaos and the wisdom that can arise from confronting them. Fact 26. The jinn, also known as jinn or genies, are supernatural beings that originate from pre Islamic Arabian mythology and later appeared in Islamic traditions. Jinn are often depicted as beings made of smokeless fire, able to shapeshift into various forms, including animals and humans. Some jinn are benevolent, while others are malevolent, capable of granting wishes or causing mischief. The jinn symbolize the hidden and unseen forces that shape our lives. They remind us that not everything in life is as it seems, and that magic, in all its forms, exists in the spaces between the known and the unknown. Fact 27. In Greek mythology, the satyr is a creature that embodies the untamed, primal aspects of nature. With the upper body of a man and the lower body of a goat, satyrs are often depicted as mischievous, carefree beings who indulge in music, dance, and revelry. They are closely associated with the god Dionysus, the god of wine and ecstasy, and symbolize the free, uninhibited nature of the wild. Though they often live in the shadows of the forest, the satyrs remind us of the joy and freedom found in embracing our natural instincts and celebrating the beauty of life. Fact 28. The Shenek are small, mischievous forest spirits in Mexican folklore, often described as little humanoid creatures with pointed ears and mischievous grins. They are said to dwell in the dense forests of Veracruz and other regions of Mexico. Sheneques are known to play tricks on travelers, leading them off the beaten path or hiding their belongings. Yet they are not considered evil, rather, they are playful tricksters, embodying the spirits of the forest. Their stories remind us of the magic and mystery that exists in the natural world, hidden just beyond the surface of everyday life. Fact 29. The troll is a creature from Scandinavian folklore, often depicted as large, brutish beings that dwell under bridges or in the mountains. Trolls are typically portrayed as slow witted and aggressive, but they possess a deep connection to the earth and nature. In many stories, trolls are defeated by cleverness, not strength, emphasizing the importance of wit and strategy over brute force. Though their appearance and behavior may be fearsome, trolls also symbolize the untapped wisdom that can be found within the wild and the need for humility when facing the unknown. Fact 30. The Periton is a lesser known but captivating creature in the world of mythology. Often depicted as a bird with the body of a stag, the Periton was said to inhabit the skies above ancient cities. According to legend, the Periton would fly over the cities, casting its shadow over those below. It was believed that the creature would only land when a person of great significance died. The Periton represents the connection between the sky and the earth, as well as the weight of fate and destiny, reminding us that every moment is part of a greater unseen plan. Fact 31. The worm, a type of dragon in ancient European mythology, is often described as a serpent like creature coiling and twisting through the earth. Unlike the fire breathing dragons of popular myth, worms are usually portrayed as subterranean creatures that slither through the earth, causing tremors and stirring the soil. These creatures are deeply connected to the earth's energy and are sometimes said to guard vast treasures hidden deep within the mountains. The worm embodies the ancient power of the earth, teaching us to respect the mysteries beneath our feet and the forces of nature that are often unseen yet incredibly powerful. Fact 32. In the folklore of the Arctic regions, the troll woman is a shape-shifting creature known for her ability to transform into a beautiful woman or a terrifying monster. Troll women are said to use their beauty to lure unsuspecting travelers into the wilderness, where they may be lost forever. Despite their initial allure, these creatures symbolize the dangers of the wild, where appearances are deceiving and the heart's desires can lead to peril. The troll woman's story serves as a reminder that beauty can be both a gift and a trap, and that true strength lies in understanding the hidden dangers around us. Fact 33. The skinwalker is a creature from Navajo legend, a shapeshifter that can transform into any animal it desires, from a wolf to an owl or even a bear. Skinwalkers are believed to be witches who use their powers for evil, stealing the skins of animals to gain their abilities. These creatures are deeply feared in Native American cultures, representing the corruption of magic and the breaking of sacred taboos. The skinwalker embodies the fear of losing one's humanity and the consequences of misusing powers meant for healing or protection. Its story reminds us of the fine line between good and evil. Fact 34. The Mokel Mbembe is a cryptid said to live in the Congo River Basin, resembling a long-necked dinosaur-like creature. Often described as a living dinosaur with a body similar to a sauropod, Mokel Mbembe has sparked curiosity among explorers and cryptozoologists for years. While there is no scientific evidence to prove its existence, many local tribes believe it still roams the depths of the river. The Mokel Mbembe represents the ancient creatures that have long disappeared from our world, reminding us of the mysteries that remain hidden, waiting to be discovered in the farthest corners of the earth. Fact 35. The Gwilgi, a creature from Welsh folklore, is known as the Hound of Death. It is said to be a black dog with fiery red eyes, roaming the moors and hills of Wales. The Gwilgi is often associated with death or a forewarning of death, appearing before the demise of a loved one or an impending tragedy. Despite its terrifying appearance, the Gwilgi is not always seen as a malevolent being. Its presence symbolizes the thin veil between life and death, reminding us of our mortality and the mysterious forces that guide our fate. Fact 36. The Kitsune no Yomeri is a mythical creature from Japanese folklore, believed to be a procession of fox spirits. According to legend, when a kitsune is ready to marry, it will travel in a mystical procession, accompanied by other fox spirits. These foxes are said to wear masks and appear like a wedding procession in the forest. The Kitsune no Yomeri symbolizes love, transformation, and the connection between the natural world and the spirit world. It is a gentle reminder of the quiet, unseen magic that exists in everyday life and the sacredness of union in its many forms. Fact 37. The Bunyip, a creature of Australian Aboriginal mythology, is said to dwell in swamps, lagoons, and creeks. Often described as a monstrous amphibious being, the Bunyip has a variety of appearances, ranging from a giant crocodile to a massive shaggy beast with glowing eyes. While it is often feared as a malevolent creature, some stories portray the bunyip as a guardian of the waters. Its presence in Aboriginal mythology represents the dangers of the wild and the importance of respecting nature's forces. The bunyip is a reminder that the Earth's unseen corners hold both wonder and danger in equal measure. Fact 38. The Sasquatch, or Bigfoot, is one of the most famous cryptids in North American folklore. Described as a large, hairy, ape-like creature, Sasquatch is said to inhabit the forests of the Pacific Northwest. Despite numerous reported sightings and pieces of evidence, the creature remains elusive, slipping in and out of the shadows of the dense wilderness. The Sasquatch embodies the mystery of the untamed wilderness, representing the unknown corners of our world that are yet to be explored. It reminds us of the vastness of nature and the possibility that there are still creatures beyond our understanding, hidden in the wild. Fact 39. The Nian is a mythical creature from Chinese New Year folklore. Described as a fearsome beast, the Nian would emerge from the mountains once a year to terrorize villages, devouring livestock and children. To protect themselves, the villagers would light fireworks, bang drums, and hang red lanterns, as the Nian was terrified of loud noises and the color red. The story of the Nian is not only a tale of survival, but also a reflection of the power of community and tradition, showing how facing fear together can drive away the darkness and usher in hope and renewal. Fact 40. The Wraith, a spectral being from Celtic folklore, is often described as a ghostly figure that appears before a tragedy, foretelling death or misfortune. Wraiths are typically seen as shadowy, intangible creatures, their faces contorted in agony. Their presence is said to signal impending doom or the death of someone close. While the wraith is feared for its association with death, it also serves as a reminder of the fragility of life. It teaches us to live fully in the moment, to cherish our loved ones, and to understand that death is but a natural part of the cycle of existence. Fact 41. The wormwood is a creature deeply rooted in British folklore, often described as a serpent or dragon-like being that dwells in dense, fog-covered forests. The wormwood is said to be a guardian of ancient trees, particularly the mighty oaks, protecting the forest from any who seek to harm its sacred land. While the creature's appearance is said to be unsettling, it symbolizes the ancient connection between all living things. The wormwood's role as a protector of the forest reminds us of the deep, silent guardianship that nature provides, hidden from the eyes but always present in the land. Fact 42. The leprechaun is a mischievous creature from Irish folklore, known for his small stature, red beard, and fondness for hiding pots of gold at the end of rainbows. Often depicted as a solitary figure, the leprechaun is a trickster, playing pranks on unsuspecting humans who venture too close. But despite his deceptive nature, he is a symbol of cleverness and wit, representing the hidden treasures that lie in wait for those who are resourceful enough to seek them. The leprechaun's story serves as a reminder that sometimes the greatest rewards are the ones we discover through our own cleverness. Fact 43. The hippogriff, a creature that combines the body of a horse and the wings and head of an eagle, is a symbol of courage and grace. Its origins lie in Greek and medieval myths, where it was portrayed as a creature that could only be tamed by a person of great bravery and honor. The hippogriff is often seen as a representation of the balance between strength and wisdom, the union of two worlds, the earth and the sky. Its story reminds us that courage and grace can coexist, and that the pursuit of balance in life leads to the greatest accomplishments. Fact 44: the banshee is a creature from Irish mythology, known as a harbinger of death. Often depicted as a woman with flowing hair, dressed in a white or gray gown, the banshee's mournful wail is said to signal the imminent death of a loved one. While her appearance is frightening, the banshee's role is not one of evil, but of warning. She is a reminder of the transient nature of life, and her presence invites reflection on the importance of cherishing each moment with those we love before they slip away like the passing of time. Fact 45: the Cheshire Cat, a whimsical and enigmatic figure from Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, is a creature known for its mischievous grin and ability to vanish at will, leaving only its smile behind. Its playful, eerie nature and paradoxical personality have made it one of the most memorable creatures in literature. The Cheshire Cat embodies the idea that not everything in life can be understood or explained, but there is beauty and magic in that uncertainty. It reminds us to embrace the unknown, finding comfort in the mystery and the joy of curiosity. Fact 46: in Russian folklore, the domovoi is a household spirit, often seen as a benevolent force that protects the family and home. Typically depicted as a small old man with a beard, the domovoi is known to reside in the hearth of the home. He is both a guardian and a trickster, often believed to bring mischief if not properly respected. The domovoi's presence represents the deep connection between the family and their home, teaching us to respect the spaces we inhabit and to remember that the quiet, unseen forces around us hold great power in shaping our lives. Fact 47: the Pukwudgie, a creature from Native American folklore, is a troll-like being that roams the forests of the Northeast. Described as having human-like features, but with the stature of a child, the Pukwudgie is known for its mischievous behavior, often leading travelers astray or playing tricks on them. Despite its playful nature, the Pukwudgie is also seen as a creature of great power, capable of both harm and healing. The Pukwudgie's story is a reminder of the complexity of nature's creatures, beings that can hold both joy and danger, much like the natural world itself. Fact 48: the faun, a creature from Roman mythology, is a half-human, half-goat being, similar to the Greek satyr. Fauns are often depicted as playful and musical, living in the forests and mountains with a love for dancing and music. They represent the wild, untamed aspects of nature and are closely associated with the god Pan. The faun's carefree, joyful existence reminds us of the freedom that comes with living in harmony with nature, embracing the spontaneous and joyful moments that life offers without the weight of societal expectations or worries. Fact 49: the Jotnar, also known as the Jotun or giant, is a creature from Norse mythology that represents chaos or destruction and the untamed forces of nature. Jotnar are often portrayed as huge beings with the ability to shape the world around them. In the stories of the gods, the Jotnar are often in conflict with the gods of Asgard, symbolizing the ongoing struggle between order and chaos. While they are often seen as enemies, the Jotnar also embody the raw, untapped power of nature, reminding us of the importance of respecting the forces beyond our control. Fact 50: the Cerberus is a three-headed dog from Greek mythology that guards the gates of the underworld, preventing the dead from leaving and the living from entering. Often depicted as a fearsome beast with snakes for a tail, the Cerberus represents the boundary between life and death, the protector of the realm of the afterlife. Its role in mythology is to maintain the balance between life and death, symbolizing the inevitability of the end of life and the importance of guarding the boundaries that separate the known world from the mysteries that lie beyond. Fact 51: the Wendigo is a creature from Algonquian folklore, often described as a spirit of hunger, greed, and insatiable desire. The Wendigo is said to be a human who is turned into a monstrous being after succumbing to cannibalism or the overwhelming desire for more than what they need. With glowing eyes and emaciated limbs, the Wendigo is a symbol of human excess and the dark side of survival. The Wendigo's story serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of maintaining balance in our lives and recognizing when our desires begin to consume us, threatening to lose our humanity in the process. Fact 52: the Kitsune, a mythical fox spirit in Japanese folklore, is known for its ability to transform into a human shape. Often depicted as a beautiful woman, the kitsune is a creature of great intelligence and magical ability. With up to 9 tails, the kitsune is said to possess a deep connection to the spiritual world, often acting as a protector or messenger. While some kitsune are benevolent, others are tricksters, embodying the duality of nature. The kitsune teaches us the value of intelligence, adaptability, and understanding the balance between light and shadow in the world around us. Fact 53: the Chanek, from Mexican folklore, is a mischievous forest spirit that is said to lead travelers astray in the wild, making them lose their way. Shanekes are described as small, human like creatures that hide among the trees and are often seen as playful tricksters. Though they may cause confusion and chaos, they are not inherently malicious. The Chineke embodies the playful side of nature, reminding us that sometimes the unknown forces of nature can be whimsical and fleeting, but they also serve as a reminder to be respectful of the wilderness and its unseen inhabitants. Fact 54: the troll, a creature of Scandinavian folklore, is a large, brutish being that typically dwells under bridges or in the mountains. Trolls are often portrayed as dim-witted but immensely strong, with a deep connection to the earth and its mysteries. In many tales, trolls are defeated through cleverness rather than brute strength, embodying the lesson that intelligence and strategy are just as important as physical power. Though they appear as fearsome creatures, trolls symbolize the untamed aspects of nature, reminding us that the world is full of mysteries that require wit and wisdom to understand. Fact 55: the Selkie, a creature from Celtic mythology, is a being that can transform from a seal into a human by shedding its skin. Selkies are often depicted as beautiful women who live in the sea, but their true nature is tied to the ocean's depths. In many stories, a Selkie is captured by a human who hides its skin, forcing it to stay on land. The Selkie's tale is one of longing, love, and the pull of the sea, reminding us of the deep connection between the human soul and the natural world, and the sacrifices we make for love and belonging. Fact 56: the Phoenix, a legendary bird that bursts into flames and is reborn from its ashes, is a symbol of immortality and renewal. In various mythologies, including Egyptian and Greek, the phoenix's life cycle is one of death and resurrection, embodying the idea that endings can give way to new beginnings. Its flames are said to purify, and its rebirth represents hope and the perpetual cycle of life. The Phoenix's story invites us to embrace change, knowing that even in our darkest moments, there is the potential for rebirth, transformation, and new growth. Fact 57. The manticore is a fearsome creature from Persian mythology, often depicted with the body of a lion, the tail of a scorpion, and the head of a man. It is said to be capable of killing with its roar, which is described as a deadly sound that causes terror in all who hear it. Despite its terrifying appearance, the manticore is a symbol of the dangers of unchecked power and the destructive force of anger and fear. The manticore's legend reminds us to control our emotions and harness our strength with wisdom, for only through balance can true power be achieved. Fact 58. The Nuku'alofa, a terrifying sea creature from Scottish mythology, is often described as a headless rider whose body is fused with a monstrous horse. The Nuku'alofa is known for bringing plague and devastation, and it is said to be the embodiment of chaos and corruption. Unlike many other creatures of folklore, the Nuku'alofa does not come from a place of natural evil, but is a reflection of the darker forces within the human soul. Its presence in mythology reminds us of the power of destruction that can arise from fear and hatred, urging us to seek peace and harmony in our lives. Fact 59. The Jormungandr, also known as the world serpent in Norse mythology, is a giant creature that encircles the earth. Born of the trickster god Loki, Jormungandr is said to live beneath the oceans, waiting for the day it will rise up and bring about the end of the world. The serpent represents the cyclical nature of life and death, as well as the endless battle between chaos and order. Its eventual clash with the thunder god Thor at Ragnarok is a symbol of the ultimate struggle between destruction and rebirth, reminding us that even in endings, new beginnings are born. Fact 60. The chupacabra, a cryptid from Latin American folklore, is said to be a blood-sucking creature that preys on livestock, particularly goats. Descriptions of the chupacabra vary, but it is often described as reptilian with spines along its back and glowing red eyes. The creature's name, which means goat sucker in Spanish, comes from its alleged habit of draining animals of their blood. Despite its fearsome reputation, the chupacabra symbolizes the fear of the unknown and the mysterious forces that shape our lives. Its legend serves as a reminder to face our fears, even when they seem as elusive as the creatures of folklore. Fact 61. The Wendigo is a fearsome creature in Native American mythology, particularly among the Algonquian peoples. This malevolent spirit is said to possess human beings, driving them to madness and insatiable greed. The Wendigo's insidious nature is linked to the harshness of winter and the taboo of cannibalism. The creature is often depicted as emaciated, its body gaunt and skeletal, with a hunger that can never be satisfied. The Wendigo symbolizes the dangers of excess and the darkness that can consume the soul when one is overtaken by greed. Its legend reminds us to keep our desires in check and honor the balance of nature. Fact 62. The Faun, an ancient Roman creature of myth, is a half-human, half-goat being that lives in the wilds of forests and meadows. Often seen as playful and musical, fauns are connected to the god Pan, who is also depicted as half-man, half-goat. These creatures are known for their carefree nature, enjoying the music of pipes and the joy of dancing. They embody the untamed aspects of nature and the spirit of freedom, showing us the importance of embracing the simpler pleasures of life and reconnecting with the natural world around us. Fact 63. In Slavic folklore, the domovoi is a household spirit that is believed to protect the home and family. Often depicted as a small old man with a beard, the domovoi resides in the hearth or under the threshold of the house, watching over the family's well being. While he is generally benevolent, he can become mischievous or even vengeful if he is disrespected. The domovoi teaches the importance of honoring the home and the ancestors who have come before us. His presence serves as a reminder to care for the spaces we inhabit and to live harmoniously within them. Fact 64. The troll, a creature in Scandinavian mythology, is typically depicted as a large, ugly being that lives in caves, under bridges, or deep in the mountains. Trolls are often portrayed as not very intelligent, but immensely strong, with a deep connection to the earth and its secrets. They are commonly seen as adversaries, though they also have the ability to change form. In many tales, trolls are defeated not by strength, but by cleverness, reminding us that sometimes intelligence and strategy are more powerful than brute force. Fact 65. The Selkie is a shape-shifting creature from Scottish and Irish folklore, typically depicted as a seal that can shed its skin to become human. Selkies are often portrayed as beautiful, mysterious beings that live in the sea but yearn to return to the water. In many stories, a Selkie is captured by a human who hides its seal skin, forcing it to live as a human. The Selkie's story is one of longing, loss, and the deep connection between the land and the sea. It teaches us about the importance of freedom, the cost of longing, and the delicate balance between love and independence. Fact 66. The phoenix, a mythical bird from Greek and Egyptian mythology, is known for its incredible ability to be reborn from its own ashes. The phoenix is said to live a long life, only to die in a burst of flames, only to rise again in a cycle of renewal and resurrection. The creature represents immortality, renewal, and the endless cycle of life and death. Its story reminds us that even after the most difficult moments, there is always the possibility of rebirth and new beginnings, teaching us that endings can be the start of something beautiful. Fact 67. The manticore, a mythical creature with the body of a lion, the tail of a scorpion, and the face of a man, originates from Persian mythology. This fearsome beast is said to be capable of killing with its roar and poisonous stinger. In some stories, the manticore is a protector, guarding treasure and ancient wisdom. The manticore represents both destruction and the preservation of knowledge. Its dual nature teaches us that great power often comes with a responsibility, and the balance between creation and destruction is a constant theme in both mythology and reality. Fact 68. The chupacabra is a creature from Latin American folklore, known for its eerie appearance and its alleged habit of attacking livestock, particularly goats, to drain their blood. Descriptions of the chupacabra vary, but it is commonly described as reptilian, with glowing red eyes and spines along its back. Despite its fearsome reputation, the chupacabra embodies the fear of the unknown and the mysterious forces that shape our world. Its legend reminds us to confront our fears and to recognize that not all things that frighten us are as they appear. Fact 69. The kitsune, a fox spirit in Japanese mythology, is a shapeshifter capable of transforming into a beautiful woman or a powerful animal. With its 9 tails, the kitsune is said to possess great wisdom and magical abilities. Some kitsune are known to serve as guardians, protectors of the household or village, while others are mischievous tricksters. In its many forms, the kitsune represents both the light and dark sides of nature, teaching us that transformation is a natural part of life, and that our greatest strengths often come from understanding both our shadows and our light. Fact 70. The Banshee, a ghostly figure in Irish mythology, is a wailing spirit believed to foretell death. Often seen as a woman dressed in a flowing white or gray gown, the banshee's mournful cry is said to be a harbinger of impending death or tragedy. Though her appearance is unsettling, the banshee is not considered an evil spirit, but rather a messenger, a reminder of the fragility of life. Her tale teaches us to cherish the time we have and to be mindful of the inevitable changes that life brings, for death is as much a part of existence as life itself. Fact 71. The kappa, a mischievous and sometimes dangerous creature in Japanese folklore, is said to live in rivers and ponds. Often depicted as a humanoid creature with a turtle like shell and a dish shaped depression on its head, the kappa is known for its ability to pull pranks, drown humans, and steal food. Despite its trickster nature, the kappa is also bound by certain rules. If a person bows to a kappa, it will bow back, causing the water in its head to spill, rendering the kappa powerless. The kappa teaches us that even the most troublesome beings have weaknesses, and sometimes a little politeness can disarm the most mischievous forces. Fact 72. The worm is a creature that appears in many ancient mythologies, particularly in Northern European and Celtic tales. Unlike the dragon, which often has wings and is capable of flight, the worm is depicted as a serpent like creature that slithers across the land or beneath the earth. The worm is associated with the power of the earth and the underworld, often seen as a guardian of treasure or a symbol of ancient hidden wisdom. Its long, winding body reflects the continuous cycle of time, showing us the importance of patience and the deep connections between life, death, and rebirth. Fact 73. The griffin is a mythical creature with the body of a lion and the head and wings of an eagle. It is a powerful symbol of protection, strength, and royalty. Known as a guardian of treasures in sacred spaces, the griffin is often depicted as a fierce protector, using its sharp talons and powerful wings to defend what is precious. The creature's dual nature, combining the strength of the lion and the wisdom of the eagle, represents the balance of power and intelligence. The griffin reminds us that true strength comes from a combination of courage and wisdom, guarding both the heart and the mind. Fact 74. The Wendigo is a creature that haunts the cold northern forests of North America. It is said to be a spirit of insatiable hunger, sometimes manifesting as a monstrous humanoid figure with glowing eyes, long claws, and sharp teeth. The Wendigo is known to possess humans, driving them to commit acts of cannibalism, and is often linked to the harsh conditions of winter. This creature symbolizes the destructive nature of greed and excess, serving as a warning against the loss of humanity in the face of hunger and despair. The Wendigo's presence encourages us to stay grounded and to avoid letting our desires control us. Fact 75. The Troll Woman is a creature from Norwegian folklore, often depicted as a beautiful woman who lures men into the wilderness. She is typically described as a shapeshifter, capable of changing her form to attract her victims. While the troll woman can be seen as a representation of seduction and danger, she also symbolizes the wild, untamed aspects of nature. Her story serves as a reminder that not everything is as it seems, and sometimes what appears beautiful can be hiding something far darker beneath the surface. Fact 76: the Mokel Mbembe, a creature said to inhabit the Congo River basin, is often described as a living dinosaur, resembling a sauropod with a long neck and tail. Despite numerous reports and local legends, no scientific evidence has proven its existence. The Mokel Mbembe remains a mystery, fueling the imagination of cryptozoologists and explorers. It represents the ancient creatures that might still linger in the unexplored parts of our world, reminding us that even in modern times, there are still mysteries waiting to be uncovered, creatures that may have survived in the forgotten corners of the earth. Fact 77: the Banshee, a spectral figure from Irish folklore, is often seen as an omen of death. Described as a wailing woman, the banshee's cry is said to foretell the death of a loved one. While the banshee is not inherently malevolent, her presence evokes a sense of sorrow and loss. She represents the inescapable nature of death and the profound emotions that accompany the passing of a loved one. Her story teaches us to cherish the time we have, to honor the memories of those who have gone, and to accept that death, though painful, is a part of life's natural cycle. Fact 78: the Cheshire Cat, a whimsical and enigmatic figure from Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, is known for its wide, unsettling grin. This creature has the peculiar ability to disappear at will, leaving behind only its smile. The Cheshire Cat is often seen as a symbol of paradoxes and the absurdity of life. Its ability to vanish and reappear represents the fleeting nature of reality and the mysteries of existence that are not always meant to be understood. The Cheshire Cat reminds us that not everything in life needs to make sense, and sometimes the most important lessons come from embracing the mystery. Fact 79: the Tengu is a mythical bird-like creature from Japanese folklore, often depicted as a humanoid figure with the face of a bird and the body of a human. The Tengu is associated with mountains and forests, where it is said to be a protector and a skilled warrior. While it is revered in some traditions as a guardian spirit, the Tengu is also known for its mischief and trickery. It embodies the duality of nature, both protector and prankster, reminding us that life is full of contradictions, and that wisdom comes from understanding and navigating these complexities. Fact 80: the Jotnar, or giants, are central figures in Norse mythology. These massive beings are often in conflict with the gods of Asgard, representing chaos, destruction, and the untamed forces of nature. The Jotnar's role in mythology is to challenge the order created by the gods, embodying the primal forces that exist beyond civilization. While they are seen as enemies in many tales, they also symbolize the raw power of the earth and the unyielding forces that shape the world. The Jotnar's story teaches us about the balance between order and chaos, and the importance of embracing both aspects of existence. Fact 81: the Skinwalker is a terrifying creature from Navajo folklore, a shapeshifter that can transform into any animal it desires. This malevolent being is often associated with witches or sorcerers who use dark magic for evil purposes. A skinwalker is said to wear the skin of the animal it transforms into, taking on its powers and abilities. In some stories, the skinwalker is a creature of great terror, capable of causing harm or instilling fear in its victims. Its legend reminds us of the dangers of misusing power and the darkness that can come when the balance of nature is disturbed. Fact 82. The bunyip is a creature from Australian Aboriginal mythology, often described as a monstrous amphibious being that lurks in swamps, creeks, and billabongs. The bunyip is said to have a variety of appearances, ranging from a large crocodile like creature to a giant, shaggy beast. Though its nature is often feared, it also represents the mysterious and untamed forces of nature. Its story serves as a reminder of the power of the natural world and the mysteries that lie in the hidden, often overlooked corners of our environment. The bunyip embodies both the fear and awe we feel toward nature's unknown. Fact 83. The Shenek, a mischievous forest spirit from Mexican folklore, is said to lead travelers astray, causing them to become lost in the wilderness. Small and human like in appearance, the Shaneke is known to play tricks on those who venture too far from the beaten path, hiding their belongings or leading them in circles. Though often mischievous, the Shaneke is not considered evil. Instead, it represents the unpredictability of nature and the playful forces that exist just beyond our understanding. The Cheneke's story invites us to respect the natural world, to tread carefully, and to appreciate the magic found in the unknown. Fact 84. The jinn, or jinn, from Arabian folklore, are powerful, supernatural beings made from smokeless fire. Jinn are often depicted as either benevolent or malevolent spirits that can shapeshift and grant wishes to those they favor. In some traditions, they live in a parallel world to humans, interacting with the physical realm in mysterious and sometimes dangerous ways. The jinn embody the idea of forces that exist beyond human understanding, reminding us of the unseen worlds that influence our lives. Their story teaches us to be mindful of the unknown and to respect the power of magic that can exist just beyond our sight. Fact 85. The Sasquatch, also known as Bigfoot, is one of the most famous cryptids said to inhabit the forests of North America. Described as a large, hairy, ape-like creature, Sasquatch is often depicted as elusive, avoiding human contact and living deep within the wilderness. Despite numerous sightings and pieces of evidence, Sasquatch remains a mystery, symbolizing the unknown and unexplored corners of the earth. The creature's legend reminds us of the vastness of nature and the possibility that there are still creatures in the wild that have yet to be discovered, hidden away in the shadows of the forest. Fact 86. The Selkie is a mythical creature from Scottish and Irish folklore that is able to transform from a seal into a human by shedding its skin. Selkies are often depicted as beautiful and melancholic beings who are torn between their life in the sea and their life on land. Many tales speak of a human who finds a Selkie's skin and hides it, keeping the Selkie on land against its will. These stories are deeply emotional, representing themes of love, loss, and longing. The Selkie's tale reminds us of the powerful pull of home and the complexity of the heart's desires. Fact 87. The Mokil Mbembe, a cryptid said to live in the Congo River Basin, is described as a living dinosaur resembling a sauropod with a long neck and tail. Despite numerous reports of sightings and local legends, there is no scientific evidence to prove its existence. The Mokele Mbembe's elusive nature adds to its mystery, representing the idea that there are still secrets in the world, creatures and forces that may have survived from ancient times, hidden in the deep, uncharted parts of the earth. The Mokele Mbembe invites us to explore the unknown, to question what we know, and to be open to the wonders yet to be discovered. Fact 88. The chupacabra is a creature from Latin American folklore, known for its alleged habit of attacking livestock, particularly goats, and draining their blood. Descriptions of the chupacabra vary, but it is often depicted as reptilian, with glowing red eyes and sharp, spiny ridges along its back. Though its existence has never been proven, the chupacabra remains a figure of mystery and fear. Its story represents the fear of the unknown and the suspicion that something unnatural lurks just beyond the edges of human understanding, feeding on the vulnerabilities of the world we know. Fact 89. The thunderbird, a powerful mythical bird from Native American folklore, is said to be capable of creating storms and thunder with the flapping of its wings. It is often depicted as a massive eagle or hawk whose flight causes the thunder that echoes across the sky. The thunderbird symbolizes power, strength, and protection. In many Native American cultures, it is considered a guardian spirit, watching over the land and ensuring balance in nature. The thunderbird's thunderous flight reminds us of the awe-inspiring forces that shape our world, the power of the natural world, and the importance of balance in life. Fact 90. The Jotnar, or giants, in Norse mythology, are often portrayed as beings of immense strength and size, in constant opposition to the gods of Asgard. These creatures embody the chaotic and destructive forces of nature, representing the primal forces that challenge the order of the world. Despite their fearsome reputation, the Jotnar also play a crucial role in the creation and destruction of the universe. Their battles with the gods at Ragnarok symbolize the inevitable clash between order and chaos, reminding us of the need to respect both creation and destruction as natural forces in life. Fact 91. The Nukkalevi is a horrifying creature from Scottish folklore, a sea monster said to dwell along the coasts of the Orkney Islands. It is often described as a grotesque, skinless, horse-like creature with the body of a man fused to its back. The Nukkalavi is known for its malevolent nature, believed to bring death and disease wherever it goes. The creature's chilling appearance represents the power of destruction and decay. Though its presence in stories is terrifying, the Nukkalavi also symbolizes the consequences of unchecked anger and vengeance, urging us to seek harmony within ourselves and with nature to avoid such devastation. Fact 92. The Banshee is a spectral being from Irish folklore, often described as a wailing woman who heralds the death of a family member or loved one. The Banshee's mournful cry is said to signal an impending death, though she is not considered a malevolent spirit. Her role is to mourn and honor the passing of life, serving as a reminder of the inevitability of death and the importance of cherishing the time we have with those we love. Her presence in mythology teaches us to accept the cycle of life and death, to honor the memory of the departed, and to live with compassion. Fact 93. The Sasquatch, also known as Bigfoot, is a legendary creature that has captured the imaginations of people across North America. Often described as a large ape-like being covered in dark hair, Sasquatch is said to live deep in the forests of the Pacific Northwest. Despite numerous reported sightings, Sasquatch remains elusive, adding to its mystery. The creature represents the unexplored and mysterious parts of the world, areas where the unknown resides. Sasquatch's legend reminds us that there is still much to discover, and that the natural world is filled with wonders we may never fully understand. Fact 94. The Gorgon, most famously represented by Medusa, is a creature from Greek mythology, known for its ability to turn anyone who looks into its eyes to stone. Gorgons are often depicted as terrifying women with serpents for hair, whose gaze is so powerful it freezes anyone who meets it. The Gorgon represents the overwhelming power of fear, as well as the consequences of unchecked rage. Medusa's story also explores themes of transformation, showing how beauty and terror can coexist, and how our perception of others can often be shaped by misunderstanding or fear. Fact 95. The Troll Woman, a figure from Scandinavian folklore, is often portrayed as a beautiful woman who can shapeshift into a fearsome creature. In many stories, the troll woman lures travelers into the wilderness, where they become lost or trapped. Though she is a creature of deception, her presence symbolizes the wild and untamed forces of nature, which can appear inviting but hide dangers beneath the surface. The troll woman's tale reminds us to approach the wilderness with respect and caution, recognizing that beauty can sometimes mask danger and that the natural world holds both wonder and peril. Fact 96. The basilisk is a creature from European legends, often described as a serpent or lizard with deadly venom and the ability to kill with a single glance. The basilisk's lethal gaze is said to turn victims to stone, symbolizing the dangers of unchecked power and fear. In some versions of the myth, the basilisk is defeated by the crowing of a rooster or the sound of a human voice. This creature's story is a cautionary tale about the destructive nature of fear and how even the most terrifying forces can be overcome with courage and determination. Fact 97. The kitsune is a fox spirit in Japanese folklore, known for its shape-shifting abilities and magical powers. In many stories, kitsune are depicted as beautiful women who use their charm and intelligence to influence those around them. Some kitsune are benevolent and serve as protectors, while others are tricksters who cause mischief. With up to 9 tails, the kitsune embodies wisdom, transformation, and the complexity of duality. Its story teaches us about the balance between light and shadow, the importance of wisdom in facing life's challenges, and the transformative power of love and wit. Fact 98. The Yeti, or abominable snowman, is a legendary ape-like creature said to inhabit the Himalayan mountains. Often described as a large, hairy being with human-like features, the Yeti is part of folklore in Nepal, Tibet, and Bhutan. Despite various claims of sightings and physical evidence, the Yeti remains a mystery. The creature represents the unexplored and enigmatic corners of the world, where nature remains untouched by human hands. The Yeti's story is a reminder that not all mysteries can be solved, and that some aspects of the world are meant to remain hidden, elusive, and sacred. Fact 99. The wormwood, a creature often associated with ancient forests in European mythology, is said to be a serpent or dragon-like being that inhabits the deepest, most ancient parts of the forest. The wormwood is believed to be a guardian of the land, protecting it from harm and preserving the balance of nature. Its story is a reflection of the sacredness of the earth and its mysteries, reminding us of the unseen forces that govern the natural world. The wormwood teaches us to respect the sanctity of the land and the ancient beings that dwell within it. Fact 100. The leprechaun is a mischievous, small creature from Irish folklore, known for his red beard, green coat, and fondness for gold. Leprechauns are often depicted as solitary beings who hoard treasure, hiding it at the end of rainbows. In some tales, they are tricksters who play pranks on humans, while in others, they are seen as guardians of hidden wealth. The leprechaun's story is one of cleverness and wit, reminding us that sometimes the greatest treasures in life are the ones we discover through our own resourcefulness and creativity. Fact 101: the Wendigo is a spirit from Native American folklore, particularly feared by the Algonquian speaking peoples. This malevolent being is said to possess humans, especially during the winter months, driving them to commit acts of cannibalism. Its appearance is often described as a gaunt, emaciated figure with long, sharp claws and glowing eyes. The Wendigo symbolizes the dangers of insatiable greed and the loss of one's humanity in the face of overwhelming hunger. Its story serves as a warning to not let our desires take over, teaching us the importance of compassion, balance, and the respect for the natural world. Fact 102: the Troll Woman is a creature from Scandinavian folklore, often depicted as a beautiful woman who can transform into a fearsome monster. In many stories, the Troll Woman lures unsuspecting men into the wilderness, where they are never seen again. While she is often seen as a villain, her presence also symbolizes the wild, untamed forces of nature that humans must respect. The tale of the Troll Woman is a reminder of the dangers that lurk just beyond the safety of familiar boundaries, and that we must approach the unknown with caution and respect. Fact 103: the Gorgon, particularly Medusa, is one of the most iconic figures in Greek mythology. Known for her ability to turn anyone who gazes into her eyes to stone, the Gorgon is a symbol of the destructive power of fear and vengeance. Once a beautiful woman, Medusa was transformed into a hideous creature as punishment, reflecting themes of transformation, power, and the consequences of unchecked anger. The Gorgon's story serves as a reminder of the danger that comes with harboring intense emotions and how forgiveness and compassion can break the cycles of rage and destruction. Fact 104: the Kitsune is a fox spirit in Japanese mythology, often depicted as a magical being with the ability to transform into a woman. Known for their intelligence and mystical powers, Kitsune are both revered and feared. In some stories, they are protectors and bringers of good fortune, while in others, they are cunning tricksters who use their powers to deceive. The kitsune symbolizes duality and transformation, teaching us that magic exists within both the light and the shadows. The creature reminds us to embrace the complexity of life, where wisdom and mischief can exist side by side. Fact 105: the chupacabra is a cryptid from Latin American folklore, often described as a reptilian creature with glowing eyes and spines along its back. The chupacabra is said to attack livestock, particularly goats, draining their blood. While sightings of the creature are rare and the scientific evidence remains inconclusive, the chupacabra represents the fear of the unknown and the mysteries that exist just beyond our understanding. Its legend serves as a reminder that our fears are often fueled by the things we cannot explain, and that we should approach the unknown with curiosity rather than dread. Fact 106: the phoenix is a legendary bird found in both Greek and Egyptian mythology, famous for its ability to regenerate and rise from its own ashes. The phoenix symbolizes immortality, rebirth, and the eternal cycle of life and death. Its fiery death and subsequent rebirth represent the transformative power of endings, where destruction is not the end, but rather the beginning of something new. The phoenix teaches us the value of resilience, showing that even in moments of great loss, there is always the potential for new life, growth, and transformation. Fact 107. The worm is a serpent like creature that appears in many ancient mythologies, particularly in European and Celtic traditions. Unlike dragons, which often have wings and can fly, the worm is a massive serpent that slithers across the earth or burrows beneath it. It is often depicted as a creature of great power, guarding treasures or ancient secrets. The worm represents the primal forces of nature and the earth, teaching us the importance of respecting the mysteries and energies of the natural world, which remain hidden beneath the surface, just waiting to be discovered. Fact 108. The Chaneque is a mischievous forest spirit from Mexican folklore, often described as a small, humanoid creature that plays tricks on humans. Chaneques are said to lead travelers astray in the dense woods, causing them to become lost or disoriented. While the Chaneque is not evil, it embodies the playful and unpredictable side of nature. Its story serves as a reminder that nature can be both beautiful and dangerous, and that we must approach the wilderness with respect, always mindful of the forces that lie beyond our understanding. Fact 109. The thunderbird is a powerful mythic bird that is central to the folklore of many Native American tribes. Said to create thunder and lightning with the flap of its wings, the thunderbird is a symbol of strength, protection, and transformation. In some cultures, it is believed that the thunderbird has the power to control the weather and protect the land from harm. The thunderbird's story teaches us about the mighty forces of nature and the balance between destruction and renewal, reminding us that even the most powerful beings have a role in maintaining the harmony of the world. Fact 110. The Sasquatch, also known as Bigfoot, is a creature of North American folklore said to inhabit the forests of the Pacific Northwest. Described as a large, hairy, ape-like creature, Sasquatch is known for its elusive nature, avoiding human contact and remaining a mystery to this day. Despite numerous reported sightings, the creature's existence has not been proven. Sasquatch represents the unknown and unexplored corners of the earth, reminding us of the vastness of nature and the possibility that some things remain hidden, waiting for the brave to uncover them. Fact 111. The nymphs are beautiful and ethereal beings from Greek mythology, each associated with specific aspects of nature, such as trees, rivers, and mountains. Nymphs are often depicted as young women with radiant beauty, representing the spirit of the natural world. They are believed to be protectors of their respective domains, guiding the flow of water or the growth of plants. The nymphs symbolize the deep connection between humans and the environment, reminding us of the beauty and importance of nature's elements and the need to protect and honor them as guardians of the earth. Fact 112. The troll is a well-known creature from Scandinavian folklore, often depicted as a large, brutish being who lives under bridges or in caves. While trolls are usually portrayed as dim-witted and aggressive, they possess great strength and are deeply connected to the natural world. In many legends, trolls are defeated not by physical force, but by cleverness, teaching that wisdom and strategy are just as important as strength. Trolls also symbolize the untamed forces of nature, reminding us that the wild parts of the world, though fearsome, are often full of hidden lessons and mysteries to explore. Fact 113. The Selkie is a shape-shifting creature from Scottish and Irish folklore. Selkies are said to be seals that can shed their skins to become human, often living in the sea, but drawn to land by a longing for connection. In many stories, a Selkie is captured by a human, and when its skin is hidden, it is forced to remain in human form. The Selkie's story explores themes of freedom, love, and the deep connection between the land and the sea. It serves as a reminder that true freedom is often tied to the natural world, and that the heart's desires can pull us in unexpected directions. Fact 114. The phoenix is a mythical bird of fire that symbolizes immortality and renewal. Known for its ability to be reborn from its own ashes, the phoenix represents the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. In Greek mythology, the phoenix is said to live for hundreds of years before it bursts into flames, only to rise again from the ashes. This creature teaches us that endings are not truly the end, but rather a transition into something new. The phoenix's presence reminds us of the transformative power of resilience, showing that even in our most difficult moments, there is always the possibility of renewal. Fact 115. The manticore is a legendary creature with the body of a lion, the tail of a scorpion, and the head of a man, often described as a fearsome beast from Persian mythology. It is said to be capable of killing with its roar, which is said to paralyze its prey. The manticore also symbolizes both destruction and protection, depending on the legend. It is often associated with guarding treasures and ancient knowledge, reminding us that great power and wisdom often come with responsibility. The manticore's story teaches us about the balance between power, wisdom, and the potential for both creation and destruction. Fact 116. The chupacabra is a mysterious creature in Latin American folklore said to drain the blood of livestock, particularly goats. Descriptions of the chupacabra vary, but it is often described as reptilian, with glowing red eyes and sharp spines along its back. Though it remains a cryptid, the chupacabra has captured the imagination of many, symbolizing the fear of the unknown and the mysterious forces that lie hidden in the world. Its legend serves as a reminder that the things we fear the most are often those we cannot fully understand, and that not all monsters are as they appear. Fact 117. The basilisk, a creature from European folklore, is said to be capable of killing with a single glance or its venomous breath. Often depicted as a serpent or lizard, the basilisk is a symbol of the dangers of unchecked power. Its gaze is so powerful that it can turn anyone who looks into its eyes to stone. In some versions of the myth, the basilisk is defeated by the crowing of a rooster, a creature it is said to fear. The basilisk's story reminds us that power can be both dangerous and fragile, and that wisdom and courage are often the keys to overcoming fearsome forces. Fact 118. The tengu is a bird-like creature from Japanese folklore, often portrayed as a humanoid figure with the face of a bird. The tengu is associated with the mountains and forests, where it is said to be a protector and a skilled warrior. While some traditions view the tengu as a guardian spirit, others see it as a trickster, using its powers to deceive and mislead. The tengu's dual nature represents the balance of strength and cunning, reminding us that wisdom often comes from understanding the interplay of both light and shadow in the world around us. Fact 119. The Jotnar, or giants, are colossal beings in Norse mythology, often in conflict with the gods of Asgard. These beings represent chaos, destruction, and the untamed forces of nature. Despite their fearsome nature, the Jotnar also play a vital role in the cosmos, as their actions often lead to change and transformation. They embody the raw power of the earth and the forces that shape the world, reminding us that chaos and order are two sides of the same coin, and that transformation often arises from conflict and the breaking down of old structures. Fact 120: the Cerberus, a three-headed dog from Greek mythology, is known as the guardian of the gates of the underworld. With a serpent's tail and a terrifying bark, Cerberus prevents the souls of the dead from escaping and the living from entering. While Cerberus is often portrayed as a fearsome creature, his role as a guardian is important in maintaining the balance between life and death. The Cerberus symbolizes the boundaries between worlds and the protection of sacred spaces, reminding us of the importance of guarding what is precious and respecting the thresholds that separate us from the unknown. Fact 121: the kitsune is one of the most fascinating and complex creatures in Japanese mythology. Often portrayed as a fox, this magical being is known for its ability to transform into a beautiful woman, often to trick, charm, or help humans. With multiple tails, up to 9, the kitsune's power grows stronger as it ages. While some kitsune are benevolent and act as protectors or guardians, others are mischievous tricksters. The kitsune embodies the duality of nature, representing both wisdom and deception, reminding us of the complexity and hidden depths of the world around us, and how appearances are not always as they seem. Fact 122: the banshee is a mournful spirit from Irish folklore, often depicted as a woman with long, flowing hair, wailing in grief. She is said to foretell the death of a loved one, signaling the impending end of life with her piercing cry. While she is feared, the banshee is not considered a harbinger of evil, but of loss and mourning. Her presence serves as a reminder of the transient nature of life and the importance of cherishing our time with those we love. The banshee embodies the emotional depth of grief, encouraging us to reflect on the preciousness of life and death. Fact 123: the thunderbird is a majestic creature found in Native American mythology, particularly among the tribes of the Pacific Northwest. This large bird is said to create thunder and lightning with the flap of its mighty wings. The thunderbird is often seen as a symbol of power, strength, and protection, with the ability to control the weather. In many traditions, the thunderbird is regarded as a guardian spirit, watching over the earth and its inhabitants. The thunderbird's story teaches us that there are forces of nature greater than ourselves, and it reminds us to respect the power of the natural world. Fact 124: the Mokel Mbembe is a creature said to inhabit the Congo River basin, often described as a living dinosaur. Locals claim it resembles a sauropod with a long neck and tail, and is believed to live in the murky waters of the river. Despite numerous reported sightings, no conclusive evidence of the Mokel Mbembe's existence has been found. This cryptid represents the enduring mystery of the natural world, reminding us that there may still be creatures and forces in the Earth's remote corners that we have yet to discover. The Mokel Mbembe serves as a symbol of the unknown, inviting us to explore the unexplained. Fact 125: the Yeti, also known as the Abominable Snowman, is a cryptid from the Himalayan mountain range. Often depicted as a large, ape-like creature covered in white fur, The Yeti has been a subject of fascination for centuries. Despite numerous sightings and claims of evidence, no concrete proof of the Yeti's existence has been found. The Yeti symbolizes the unexplored parts of the earth, those areas where nature remains untouched and unknown. It reminds us that there are still mysteries waiting to be uncovered, creatures hiding in the vast wilderness that we have yet to understand or fully discover. Fact 126. The jinn, or jinn, are supernatural beings originating from pre-Islamic Arabian mythology. Made of smokeless fire, jinn are capable of shape-shifting and influencing the world around them. In Islamic tradition, jinn can be both good and evil, with some serving as protectors and others as malevolent forces. Their ability to possess or grant wishes has made them central to countless myths and stories. The jinn represent the unseen forces that exist beyond human comprehension, teaching us about the boundaries of reality and the importance of acknowledging the mysteries that lie just out of our reach. Fact 127. The Gorgon, particularly Medusa, is one of Greek mythology's most iconic figures. Medusa, once a beautiful woman, was cursed by Athena to become a creature with snakes for hair, whose gaze could turn anyone to stone. The Gorgon symbolizes the destructive power of fear and vengeance, as well as the tragic consequences of anger. Medusa's transformation teaches us that beauty and terror can coexist, and how unchecked emotions can distort our perception of the world. The Gorgon's legend reminds us to be mindful of the power of our emotions and the impact they have on both ourselves and those around us. Fact 128. The Periton is a mythical creature that combines the body of a stag with the wings of a bird. Often depicted as a majestic creature soaring through the skies, the Periton is said to be associated with death and foreboding. According to some legends, the Periton is believed to be the embodiment of souls lost in the afterlife, forever trapped between the realms of life and death. The Periton's story reminds us of the cyclical nature of existence and how the boundaries between life and death can sometimes blur in the world of the mystical and unknown. Fact 129. The basilisk is a legendary reptilian creature, often described as a serpent or lizard, with a lethal gaze capable of turning anyone who meets its eyes into stone. The basilisk's venomous breath and deadly stare have made it one of the most feared creatures in folklore. Despite its terror, the basilisk also represents the dangers of unchecked power, fear, and pride. Its legend serves as a reminder to control one's darker impulses and recognize that even the most destructive forces can be overcome with understanding and wisdom. Fact 130. The manticore is a mythical beast that combines the body of a lion, the tail of a scorpion, and the face of a man. Known for its fearsome roar and its deadly tail, which can shoot poisoned darts, the manticore is a symbol of both danger and protection. In many ancient tales, the manticore is said to guard treasure or sacred knowledge, challenging those who seek to possess it. The manticore's presence in mythology reminds us that great power comes with great responsibility, and that wisdom and strength must work together to protect what is valuable and sacred. Fact 131. The worm, a serpent-like creature found in many ancient myths, especially in European folklore, is often associated with vast underground tunnels or the guarding of treasures. Unlike other dragons, the worm does not have wings, but is just as fearsome, slithering through the earth and creating fear in those who encounter it. In some stories, The worm's body stretches for miles, symbolizing the vast and hidden aspects of the world. The creature represents the ancient forces of nature and the earth's secrets, reminding us that the most powerful forces in life are often hidden from view, buried deep within the earth. Fact 132. The faun, a creature from Roman mythology, is depicted as half human, half goat, often seen as a joyful and carefree figure. Fauns are known for their love of music and revelry, living in the forests and fields, embodying the untamed spirit of nature. As companions to the god Pan, they are connected to nature's more primal and instinctive forces. The faun's story teaches us to embrace the joyful, spontaneous aspects of life and to celebrate the natural world around us, encouraging a connection to the earth's rhythms and a reminder to find delight in the simplest moments. Fact 133. The chupacabra, often described as a blood-sucking creature, is a cryptid that has captured the imagination of many in Latin America. With its reptilian features and sharp fangs, it is said to drain the blood of livestock, particularly goats, leaving them lifeless and drained. Despite widespread reports of sightings, the chupacabra remains a mysterious and elusive figure. Its legend speaks to the fear of the unknown and the often irrational dread that arises from things we cannot explain. The chupacabra's tale encourages us to confront our fears, recognizing that they may often be based more on speculation than reality. Fact 134. The Jotnar, or giants from Norse mythology, are colossal beings who embody the forces of chaos, destruction, and primal power. While often seen as enemies of the gods of Asgard, the Jotnar are also necessary for the balance of the cosmos. They represent the raw, untamed energy of the earth, and their role in the mythology is to challenge the order imposed by the gods. The Jotnar teach us that chaos and order are interdependent forces in the universe, each contributing to the ebb and flow of existence and reminding us that both creation and destruction are parts of life's ongoing cycle. Fact 135. The Cerberus is a three-headed dog from Greek mythology, known for guarding the gates of the underworld. With a snake's tail and a terrifying growl, Cerberus ensures that the souls of the dead remain in the afterlife, preventing anyone from escaping. While often portrayed as a fearsome creature, Cerberus symbolizes the boundary between life and death, acting as a protector of the sacred realms. The Cerberus's presence in mythology serves as a reminder of the importance of guarding what is precious and respecting the natural boundaries that separate the living from the dead. Fact 136. The banshee is a figure from Irish folklore, often depicted as a wailing woman whose cry foretells the death of a loved one. While her wail is mournful and terrifying, the banshee is not a harbinger of evil, but of inevitable death. Her cry symbolizes the transient nature of life and the emotional depth of grief. In many tales, the banshee is linked to a specific family or lineage, and her wail serves as a reminder to cherish those around us as our time with them is limited. The banshee teaches us to accept the cycle of life and death with grace and reflection. Fact 137. The Mokel Mbembe, a cryptid from the Congo River Basin, is often described as a living dinosaur, resembling a sauropod with a long neck and tail. Despite numerous reports of sightings, no definitive proof of its existence has been found. The Mokele Mbembe embodies the mysteries that still lurk in the unexplored corners of our world. Its legend sparks curiosity and wonder, reminding us that there are still many secrets hidden in the natural world. The Mokel Mbembe encourages us to explore the unknown, always open to the possibility that creatures from ancient times may still inhabit the earth. But 138. The Kitsune, a fox spirit from Japanese mythology, is a powerful shapeshifter that can transform into a human, often appearing as a beautiful woman. Kitsune are known for their intelligence, cunning, and magical abilities. In some stories, they are benevolent protectors or guardians, while in others, they are tricksters who deceive humans for their own amusement. The kitsune represents the dual nature of magic, both light and dark, teaching us that wisdom, adaptability, and understanding are key to navigating the complexities of life and the world around us. Fact 139. The thunderbird, a massive bird from Native American folklore, is said to create thunder and lightning with the flap of its wings. The thunderbird is often depicted as a supernatural creature with great power, controlling the weather and serving as a guardian spirit for the land. It is a symbol of strength, transformation, and protection, reminding us of the forces of nature that shape the world. The Thunderbird's story teaches us to respect the power of nature and the balance of life, understanding that some forces are too mighty for us to control, yet they are integral to our existence. Fact 140. The Sasquatch, or Bigfoot, is a cryptid from North American folklore, often described as a large, ape like creature that roams the forests of the Pacific Northwest. Despite numerous sightings and physical evidence, the Sasquatch remains an elusive figure, adding to its mysterious and captivating nature. Sasquatch represents the unknown parts of the natural world, the areas that are yet to be fully explored. Its legend reminds us that there is still much to discover, and the world is filled with mysteries waiting to be uncovered, encouraging us to remain curious and open to the wonders of the world around us. Fact 141. The Cheshire Cat from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland is a whimsical and mysterious creature, best known for its wide, unsettling grin. This feline spirit has the ability to appear and disappear at will, leaving only its smile behind. The Cheshire Cat embodies the strange and paradoxical nature of Wonderland, symbolizing the elusive quality of truth and the fluidity of reality. It teaches us that not all things in life need to make sense, and that there is beauty in embracing uncertainty and the unknown. Its mysterious nature reminds us to question and explore the world around us, even when things don't seem clear. Fact 142. The Yeti, often known as the Abominable Snowman, is a legendary creature believed to inhabit the Himalayas. Described as a large, hairy, ape-like being, the Yeti has become a symbol of mystery and adventure. Despite numerous reports of sightings, the creature remains elusive, and its existence has yet to be proven. The Yeti represents the vastness of the natural world and the mysteries that still lie hidden within it. Its legend encourages exploration and reminds us that some of the world's wonders remain untapped, waiting for curious souls to uncover them. Fact 143. The troll is a fearsome creature from Norse and Scandinavian folklore, typically depicted as a large, ugly being that dwells under bridges, in caves, or deep within the forests. Trolls are often associated with mischief, danger, and the wild, untamed forces of nature. Though they are frequently portrayed as dim-witted and aggressive, trolls are also known to possess great strength. Their story reminds us of the power of nature's primal forces and the importance of respect for the natural world. Trolls also teach that true strength lies in intellect and kindness, not merely brute force. Fact 144. The Minotaur is a mythical creature from Greek mythology, known for its half man, half bull appearance. Trapped in a labyrinth by King Minos of Crete, the Minotaur became a symbol of the hidden, dark aspects of the human psyche. The creature's isolation and the maze in which it was confined represent the complexity of the mind and the battle between inner darkness and light. The Minotaur's myth teaches us that the journey to self understanding is often challenging, but confronting our deepest fears is necessary for growth and self awareness. Fact 145. The nymphs, delicate nature spirits from Greek mythology, embody the essence of various natural elements, such as trees, rivers, and mountains. These beautiful and ethereal beings are seen as the guardians of the natural world, often depicted as young women with radiant beauty. They represent purity, grace, and the connection between humans and the earth. The nymphs remind us of the delicate balance of nature and the importance of preserving the world's natural beauty. Their presence teaches us to honor the environment and appreciate the quiet, serene forces that shape our world. Fact 146. The Skinwalker from Navajo legend is a shape-shifting creature associated with dark magic. Skinwalkers are said to possess the ability to transform into any animal they choose, using their powers to deceive and manipulate. Often regarded as evil witches or sorcerers, skinwalkers are feared for their ability to assume human or animal forms to carry out harmful deeds. This creature represents the darker side of magic, where power is misused and trust is betrayed. The story of the Skinwalker teaches us the dangers of seeking power without responsibility and the importance of integrity in our actions. Fact 147. The dragon, a majestic and powerful creature, appears in mythologies across cultures. In Chinese culture, the dragon is a symbol of strength, wisdom, and good fortune, while in Western myths, dragons are often portrayed as fearsome beasts guarding treasure. Despite the differences in cultural representations, dragons share a common theme of power and mystery. These creatures symbolize the untamed forces of nature and the importance of wisdom and courage. The dragon's role in mythology reminds us that power can be both a blessing and a challenge, and that true strength lies in the ability to control it wisely. Fact 148. The griffin, a legendary creature with the body of a lion and the head and wings of an eagle, is a symbol of protection and strength. Known as the guardian of treasures, the griffin has the noble characteristics of both the lion and the eagle, strength and wisdom. In ancient cultures, the griffin was revered as a protector of kings and sacred spaces. Its story teaches us the value of balance between power and wisdom, and how courage and intelligence are both essential in overcoming challenges. The griffin serves as a reminder that we must be both strong and wise in our pursuits. Fact 149. The Chinook, a small and playful creature from Mexican folklore, is often described as a forest spirit that leads travelers astray. Known for its tricks and mischief, the Chineke can make people lose their way in the dense forests, creating confusion and bewilderment. While it is not an evil creature, its playful nature serves as a reminder of the unpredictable and sometimes mischievous soul forces of nature. The Chineke's story teaches us to respect the natural world and to approach it with humility, understanding that not everything is as it seems at first glance. Fact 150. The kitsune, a shape shifting fox spirit from Japanese mythology, is a powerful being known for its intelligence, charm, and magical abilities. Kitsune are often depicted as beautiful women who use their powers to deceive or protect others. With up to 9 tails, the kitsune becomes stronger with age, and its wisdom grows along with its power. The kitsune represents the dual nature of magic, both light and dark, and teaches us the importance of wisdom, adaptability, and understanding the balance between these two aspects of life. It reminds us that our greatest strengths come from embracing both the light and the shadows within. Fact 151. The thunderbird is a powerful creature in Native American mythology, known for its ability to create thunder and lightning with the flap of its massive wings. Often described as a giant bird, the thunderbird symbolizes strength, protection, and transformation. It is believed to control the weather, bringing storms to cleanse and renew the earth. The thunderbird's presence in mythology teaches us about the forces of nature and the power of protection. It reminds us that sometimes change comes in the form of powerful forces, and it is through transformation that renewal can occur. Fact 152. The Selkie, a shape shifting creature from Scottish and Irish folklore, is known for its ability to transform from a seal into a human. This enchanting creature lives in the sea, but is drawn to the land by longing and love. In many stories, a Selkie is captured by a human who hides its sealskin, forcing the Selkie to live in human form. The Selkie represents the eternal conflict between freedom and attachment, and its story teaches us about the sacrifices we make for love and the deep yearning for freedom that can never be fully denied. Fact 153. The Sasquatch, or Bigfoot, is a cryptid from North American folklore, described as a large, hairy, ape like creature that roams the forests of the Pacific Northwest. Despite many claims of sightings and physical evidence, Sasquatch's existence remains unproven. The creature symbolizes the mysteries of the natural world and the unexplored parts of the earth. Its legend reminds us that there are still many things we don't understand and encourages curiosity and exploration of the unknown. Sasquatch's story calls us to look beyond what we already know and be open to the wonders that remain hidden. Fact 154. The Wendigo, a terrifying creature from Algonquian folklore, is a spirit that is said to possess humans, driving them to madness and cannibalism. Often depicted as a gaunt, emaciated figure, the Wendigo is a symbol of insatiable greed and hunger. Its tail serves as a reminder of the dangers of excess and the loss of humanity when one succumbs to selfish desires. The Wendigo's story teaches us to remain grounded in compassion and to avoid letting our fears or desires control our actions, as they can lead us to become something far darker. Fact 155. The Gorgon, specifically Medusa, is one of the most enduring figures in Greek mythology. Medusa, a beautiful woman cursed by Athena, turned into a creature whose gaze could turn anyone to stone. Her story is one of tragedy, transformation, and vengeance, symbolizing the destructive power of anger and the consequences of unchecked emotions. Medusa's myth teaches us about the effects of hatred and the importance of compassion in overcoming adversity. Her transformation from beauty to terror serves as a reminder of how unaddressed pain can shape us and how healing requires facing the darkness within. Fact 156. The chupacabra, a cryptid from Latin American folklore, is said to suck the blood of goats and other livestock. Its name meaning goat sucker, stems from its alleged habit of draining the blood of animals, often leaving them dead with puncture wounds. Descriptions of the chupacabra vary, but it is often depicted as reptilian, with spines along its back and glowing red eyes. Despite the lack of evidence, the chupacabra embodies the fear of the unknown and the mysterious forces that may lie hidden in the shadows. It reminds us to confront our deepest fears with courage, understanding that not everything we fear is real. Fact 157. The phoenix, a mythical bird of fire, symbolizes immortality, renewal, and rebirth. In many traditions, the phoenix is said to live for centuries before it bursts into flames, only to rise again from its ashes. The phoenix's ability to regenerate represents the cyclical nature of life and death, reminding us that even in the darkest moments, there is the potential for renewal. Its story teaches us the power of resilience, showing us that even after destruction, we can rise again, transformed and renewed, stronger than before. Fact 158. The manticore, a creature with the body of a lion, the tail of a scorpion, and the head of a man, is a fearsome being from Persian mythology. The manticore is said to possess a powerful roar capable of paralyzing its prey and can launch deadly spines from its tail. The creature represents the destructive power of unchecked rage and the potential for harm when strength is misused. The manticore's legend serves as a reminder that great power must be tempered with wisdom, and that the consequences of violence and anger can be far reaching and irreversible. Fact 159. The Jotnar, or giants from Norse mythology, are often portrayed as antagonists to the gods, representing chaos, destruction, and primal power. Despite their fearsome nature, the Jotnar also symbolize the untapped forces of the natural world and the raw energy that lies beneath the surface of existence. They remind us that life is full of contradictions, where creation and destruction are two sides of the same coin. The Jotnar teach us that understanding and respecting the balance between order and chaos is essential to navigating the world's ever-changing forces. Fact 160. The Cerberus, a three-headed dog from Greek mythology, guards the gates of the underworld, ensuring that souls of the dead do not escape and that the living do not enter. Often described as fierce and unyielding, Cerberus symbolizes the boundary between life and death. Though Cerberus may seem like a terrifying creature, it represents the necessary forces that maintain balance and protect sacred spaces. His role in mythology teaches us about the importance of boundaries, the need for protection, and the cycle of life and death that governs all beings in the world. Thank you for joining me on this peaceful journey through the world of magical creatures. May these fantastical beings continue to dance through your dreams, their mysteries lingering softly in your mind as you drift into restful sleep. Feel the weight of the day melt away, and let the calm of the night wrap you in its quiet embrace. May your rest be deep, and your dreams be filled with wonder. Good night.